I need to vent this out somewhere. Dating after a divorce is insane, because it sucks. It feels like my brain was hardwired to be a wife, and that's what I signed up for, was to be someone's forever person. Like, I don't understand now that I'm thrown back into the dating pool. I don't understand how to be casual. Like, I got fully married at like 24. I thought I would be with that person forever, and now I'm out here learning what a situationship is, and I hate it. I hate it so much. Don't introduce me to your friends unless we're serious. Like, I'm not gonna understand the nuances of this all, and I feel like I'm simultaneously ahead of the game and behind the game, and then you get people that are freaked out that I was married at one point, and there's just no winning. I miss being a wife. It was simpler.
I have been so hesitant to post about this for two reasons. Number one, I don't like negativity and I don't want to be like the bearer of bad news. Number two, I didn't want to believe it. But after doing so much research and getting a lot of messages, I'm going to just deliver the unvarnished truth to you guys. I'm just going to lay it out straight. We're in a dating crisis. Not basically, we are. That's what's happening. So let me look at my research here, because I don't want to mess it up. So men looking for casual dates and our relationships is down 50%, 50, since 2019. Not since 1970, since 2019, right before the pandemic, down 50%. They're not fucking looking, which means if you're a woman looking, they don't fucking it. So as this trend continues, by 2040, 45% of women, 45% of women between the ages of 20 and 45 will be single and childless based on this trend. Let that sink in for a moment.
Yo, what is going on, guys? I hope you are all doing well. So guys, on today's episode, we are going to be talking about modern women who are getting frustrated that they are being denied marriage and also relationships by men. Because guys, it is absolutely no secret that dating, particularly marriage as well, is not something that benefits men. And when men start to opt out of these things, society, all of these women start crying and complaining, you know, why don't men want me? Why don't men want to get married anymore? So without further ado, guys, let's just jump right into today's episode. As always, guys, don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments. And we're going to be kicking it off with this woman who has a whole host of tattoos, piercings, etc. here, complaining that, of course, she is not a wife anymore. So let's take a listen.
I need to vent this out somewhere. Dating after a divorce is insane, because it sucks. It feels like my brain was hardwired to be a wife, and that's what I signed up for, was to be someone's forever person. Like, I don't understand now that I'm thrown back into the dating pool.
It's always really funny to me, guys, how, you know, girls will... Now, we don't know this woman's particular story, right? But girls seem to think that they don't need men, right? Oh, I don't care about what a man does. I don't care about men or giving them what they want in a relationship, right? It's all about me. I'm a queen. I'm going to go out here and do whatever the hell I want. But then when men throw them to the curb, they start to realize, hey, wait a minute, I don't have that marriage anymore. Hey, wait a minute, you know, I don't get the benefits from being with men anymore, and I want to be removed from the streets. Okay, and there are a lot more women these days, guys, who they're figuring out the hard way that when a man leaves a relationship with them, they also oftentimes lose the benefits. Now, a lot of girls would try and take hold of the benefits and keep them when they leave things like marriages. But in any case, a lot of women are figuring out that the streets are a cold place to be.
I don't understand how to be casual. Like, I got fully married at like 24. I thought I would be with that person forever.
Then stay with that person forever. Guys, I'm going to bring this up again, okay? Statistically speaking, it is the women who are leaving the marriages, and it is the women who are leaving the relationships, okay? Dudes don't... We covered a video yesterday, okay, of a woman complaining that her man just magically left the marriage with no communication. Guys don't leave relationships and marriages for no reason, simply because they feel like it. Women do that. Men typically do not do that. It is incredibly rare for a guy to do that. And every girl seems to think, well, I'm that rare case, you know, I'm the case where the dude just ditched me for no reason. No, when a man leaves a long-term relationship or he leaves something behind, typically it is because the woman has done something very wrong. When a girl leaves a relationship, it just means typically that she's looking to trade up with a different guy.
And now I'm out here learning what a situationship is. And I hate it. I hate it so much. Don't introduce me to your friends unless we're serious. Like, I'm not gonna understand the nuances of this all.
It is not very complicated. If a man has not said to you, right, if you two have not had that discussion and agreed upon a relationship, guess what? You don't have a relationship. Guys, I swear to you, so many of these women, they seem to think it's like so complicated. It really just boils down to this. If a man does not commit to you, you don't have commitment from a man. It's really not that complicated. All of these women, guys, one of the biggest red flags, I mean, there's like 50 in this video, to be honest with you, but one of the biggest red flags that women exhibit is they complain about things like situationships, because what that really shows you is that she willingly enters into casual relationships. Okay, and these are the women that want to be wives. They want to be girlfriends that are respected. Meanwhile, every Tuesday, they're meeting up with some random dude from Tinder, and they don't even have a relationship from him, and they expect men to marry them. Craziness.
And I feel like I'm simultaneously ahead of the game and behind the game. And then you get people that are freaked out that I was married at one point, and there's just no winning. I miss being a wife. It was simpler.
And there it is, right? I miss being a wife. I miss having a dude to take care of me, okay? A dude who is going to sort out my problems for me, a guy who's going to care about me, but we have returned to the streets. And guys, I don't feel sorry for these women. I really don't. A lot of these girls, truth be told with you, they've typically done something very wrong in order for them to be removed from things like a marriage. Dudes don't just up and leave marriages simply because they feel like it and they just woke up on a different side of the bed this morning. That's not what men do. Like, dudes aren't out here thinking, yeah, I'm not really feeling it anymore, so I'm just going to leave her because I fell out of love. Like, this is something that you hear women say. It's literally not the same. But let's continue into the next clip, guys, here, because this is absolutely hilarious. So I don't know what this woman does for a profession. She kind of gives me the, you know, the idea that she's like she makes this video as though she's some sort of relationship coach. Okay, but basically she's coming on here saying, wait a minute, men don't want relationships anymore. So let's take a listen.
Post about this for two reasons. Number one, I don't like negativity and I don't want to be like the bearer of bad news. Number two, I didn't want to believe it. But after doing so much research and getting a lot of messages, I'm going to just deliver the unvarnished truth to you guys. I'm just going to lay it out straight. We're in a dating crisis.
Okay, so let's stop right there. We're in the middle of a dating crisis. Now, guys, I don't feel very much, hell, I don't feel any empathy towards girls who say that dating sucks and that dating is a dumpster fire. And the reason why, there's a few reasons for that. Number one, they can still secure commitment from a man. Okay, just because there are less dudes out here getting married and willing to get absolutely crushed by the system, the average woman has such a disgusting amount of options that if she is single, guys, it is her own damn fault. It literally is, because despite the fact that men are out here getting crushed left, front, and center in things like divorce courts, okay, family law, you know, there are still men out here willing to commit to women in a disgusting amount. Okay, so for girls to get on here and say, wait a minute, men aren't interested in dating, it's like, yeah, there are a lot of guys who aren't interested in dating, but you don't get a right to complain considering you still have a disgusting amount of options. That's number one. Number two, men walking away from these things, such as dating, marriage, etc. This is, truth be told, guys, a lot of it is actually due to women. Women abusing the divorce courts, okay? Absolutely just leaving relationships because they feel like it and they're trying to trade up, okay? The idea that all of these girls think that they're entitled to a quality of man that they actually are not. We have things like dating applications, which women can jump on at any point in time and get a whole host of men. And for the people like who think that it's just as easy for men, it is absolutely not. The difference that men and women have in terms of experience out there in dating is not even the same. They're literally different universes apart. Let's keep going with the video though.
Not basically, we are. That's what's happening. So let me look at my research here because I don't want to mess it up. So men looking for casual dates and our relationships is down 50%, 50, since 2019.
Yeah, so what's the problem? Hey, guys, I've seen so many videos as well of women saying things like, well, I don't need a man, or so what, men are going overseas. But then it starts to, you know, hit them a little bit and they say, wait a minute, there are actually less dudes who want relationships. There are less men who are willing to get married to me. The last statistic I heard about it, guys, was something like 6 in 1,000 men are now getting married, which if you guys have watched this channel for any portion of time, I think 6 is still too damn high in my personal opinion. But, you know, dudes are just done with this crap. It's honestly no surprise, guys, that men opt out of these things. Okay, dudes don't just do things for no reason. They don't up and leave their marriages for no reason. They don't opt out of dating for no reason. Okay, and a lot of women get on, you know, get on the internet and say, oh, there are no good men left. Where are all of the good men? The good men were passed up by these girls in their 20s. But let's continue.
Not since 1970, since 2019, right before the pandemic, down 50%. They're not fucking looking, which means if you're a woman looking, they don't fucking shit. So as this trend continues, by 2040, 45% of women, 45% of women between the ages of 20 and 45 will be single and childless.
Yeah, and what's the problem? Like, I'm not sure what the issue is, guys, because again, this 45% of women, like, if we're completely honest about it, okay, these girls can still find some sucker who is going to come along and give them a relationship. Yes, there are a lot of dudes opting out of this stuff, guys, but again, if a woman is single, she is single of her own volition. It is because she believes that she is deserving of a higher quality man than she actually is. One of the biggest red flags, guys, in addition to one of the ones I mentioned earlier, is women who get older and they still don't have a man. Okay, because that either means that A, they couldn't keep around a dude, which, let's be honest, guys, if you're a man watching this, you know it's not difficult to keep around a dude. All you have to do basically is just be a good human being. You don't have to be anything special. Okay, you don't have to be some supermodel woman. You just have to be pleasant to be around. Even the girls who are objectively not very attractive can still keep men around if they are actually pleasant people. Like, I remember seeing a video recently, guys, where a guy was talking about this, where a lot of guys will actually say, you know what, I'll date a girl even if she's not as good looking, as long as she's pleasant to be around. Like, I don't know, you guys let me know in the comments, but I think that's relatively true of dudes. Dudes would rather spend time with girls who actually are nice people rather than ones that look better. But, you know, let's keep going.
Based on this trend. Let that sink in for a moment.
If you have a...
Okay, so that's the end of the clip. So we've got this woman here saying that dating is down. We've got this woman here complaining that she is no longer a wife anymore, guys, which... You know, just looking at this, and I don't say this to rag on the woman, okay? People can look however the hell they want. But if you dress a certain way, and if you look a certain way and do things to yourself, people are going to perceive you a different way. So let's look at this. We have a butterfly chest tattoo. We have a septum piercing. We have a nose piercing. We have a lip piercing. We have dots for makeup, I believe this is. Okay, we have multicolored hair, green on the sides. Like there's just so many things here, guys, that scream impulsivity. When I see girls who walk around with this kind of stuff, guys, it basically shows me a lack of impulse control and a need for attention. When girls have like 50 different hair colors, or they have a whole ton of piercings. Now, these girls can look however the hell they want. They can do whatever the hell they want, as long as they're not harming people. I don't care. But if your idea is, well, a man should accept me no matter what, and I'm wife material no matter what, and I just miss being a wife, maybe, you know, portraying yourself in this fashion is not the best idea. But let's continue on to one more, or perhaps two more clips here, guys, and jump into the next woman here.
After being married for 19 years and being released back into the wild, I have all these hyenas coming after me from everywhere. And I'm just like, stay your ass over there. Over there. Do not bring your ass over here, okay? Because all these motherfuckers is the same. All of them is the same.
We're like 5 seconds into this video, guys, and you can just already tell why this woman doesn't have a marriage that's still together, by the way. I'm telling you guys, these like things like this, okay? I don't know if you guys can see this. We have like the tattoo on the forearm here. Okay, we have the long ass nails. Right, these are things, guys, which like if a dude is silly enough to go out here and get married these days, these things are huge red flags if you want to be a wife. Let's keep going.
All of them is the same. They all have the same story. They all come from the same background. They are all the same. So right when I think that I'm ready to move on, I'm not ready to move on. This dating pool having pee in it, it has caca in it.
So this woman is mad. I'm going to assume, so she got out of her, you know, she got divorced, she got out of her marriage, and now she's frustrated that men are just passing her around and not really interested in commitment. Now, guys, I say this, okay? You can, as a woman, right? These girls can go out here and they can get attention from men and they can have fun times, but there is a large difference between a man saying, yeah, I'll spend a little bit of time with her for some fun, and a man actually committing to you. These girls who have like hundreds of dudes in their DMs and they think for some reason that makes them more valuable, it doesn't. It really doesn't. It just makes you look silly. If you're like a 35-year-old woman and all that you have to show in, you know, show for your dating life is that you've been through a divorce and you're being hit up from dudes on dating applications, you have nothing. In fact, it's less than nothing. It's honestly just a huge red flag. Okay, it's not impressive that you have all of these men wanting to have fun with you, because there's a difference between a man wanting to have fun with you and a guy who's actually, you know, wanting to take you seriously in any capacity. Let's continue on to another clip here. I haven't seen some of these, by the way, guys, so we're kind of jumping in blind. We have another car video here.
complete man eater, I need your help. If you have a roster or are a complete man eater, I need your help.
So I'm not a roster girly, as I've shared on here. I previously waited 14 months for someone to get a divorce. I didn't.
Okay, so if you guys don't know what a roster is still, a roster is basically when someone has a whole bunch of people that they are dating at the same time. Now, these women, these modern ladies, and I use that term incredibly loosely, have come up with the genius idea that in order to find the quality Prince Charming relationship that they are looking for, then what better way to do that than to do it fast and to date multiple men at the same time? Now, I know what you're saying, Taylor, that's incredibly stupid. And you would be right. It absolutely is. But here we are, still using this strategy, okay, where women will go out here and they will date multiple dudes at the same time, thinking that it is a good idea. Like, guys, some of these girls are so clueless. And the reason why, the biggest reason why this is a terrible idea, okay, there's like so many of them, but here's the thing. If you're dating a guy and he knows that you're dating a bunch of different men at the same time, he's not going to commit to you. He's going to find you disgusting. But let's continue.
Didn't date other people. I was like celibate. I am very much the sort of person who likes someone and commits right away, regardless of what they're doing. And I'm trying to change that because I don't want to be single forever. So I have been dating for 2 weeks now, if that. And tomorrow I have a first date at LaGuardia. Yeah, the airport. So we are meeting at the airport. It is romantic, like sharing a toothbrush. And I've never met this man before, obviously. It's a first date. We've been chatting for a while, but Someone else that I've been on a couple of dates with who I actually really like happens to be flying out of LaGuardia in the same terminal.
Okay, so we're not a fan of roster dating, but we are roster dating. Guys, this is why you can never believe what these girls say. Like, guys, it does not matter what the hell they say online. It does not matter what they say to you, because the truth is, what they say is completely separate to reality. Women will sit here, guys, and tell you some of the stupidest things you'll ever hear. They'll say things like, man, I don't like a dude with muscles, right? I like dad bods, or I like just hyper thin dudes who have no muscle mass whatsoever. Or I like guys who just treat me like an absolute princess and who pine for my attention and all this kind of crap. But that's not actually the truth. And relaying it back to this video, so she said, I'm not someone who does roster dating, and then not a minute later, what she's describing is herself doing exactly roster dating. Guys, like, again, these are the same people who they get to 35 and they're like, man, why aren't men taking me seriously? You know, why am I still single? And they can't even actually say what reality is. Like, their words are just completely and utterly useless, man.
How do we manage this? Obviously, I'm not in an exclusive relationship where, like, a first date or a third date, like what if I run into the other guy who I have another date with coming up? And he's like the sort of man who like schedules in advance and picks a place, and I really like him.
Guys, this is, by the way, this is what women do when they really like you. Okay? This is why I'm not against, for example, if a dude is out here dating and a girl just pulls some like stuff of like, oh yeah, maybe, or we'll see, or she flakes on you once, okay? I am all for dudes just cutting you straight out of their life, because it saves men so much time and headache dealing with women, because this is what women do when they like you guys. They will drive to a random airport to meet you, even if they've never met you before, if they find you attractive enough. Okay, but meanwhile, guys, you've got other dudes who are dating the same woman who have to take her out on 6, 7, 8 dates to get a peck on the cheek. It's absolutely not happening, man. Guys, like, if a girl just wastes your time in 2023, if you're a dude who's actually choosing to date, number one, good luck to you. But number two, okay, if you're a dude who's doing this, saving your time and your sanity is probably the best move. You know? Saying, you know what, if a girl flakes on me, or if she says maybe, no, I'm just going to block her. I'm going to unfollow her, never going to message her again, see you later. Because this is what women do when they're actually interested in you.
But what happens if I'm on my first date and I run into him? What do I say? Do I introduce them? I'm like, hi, this is my friend. How does this work? This is all new to me. And I think it's especially strange because LaGuardia is not a conventional place to have a first date. Please give me advice. What do I?
Please give me advice. How do I not be single? Says the woman dating multiple dudes at the same time and expecting it to work out. Keep in mind, by the way, I was barely listening to this, okay? But she said that she's already been on 2 dates with the previous guy. I mean, imagine this guy, right? You're a dude and you're like, oh wow, you know, I think this girl likes me. We've been on 2 dates. Things are going well. And then she's excited to date some other random dude that she's meeting at the airport for the first time, even though she doesn't even know the guy. And imagine being that first guy. Like, why the hell would you take her out on a third date? Excuse me. Like, if you knew that what this woman was actually doing, you wouldn't even want to date her. You just invite her over to your house, and if she says no, okay, bye. Like, these are the same girls, guys, who complain about men not marrying them. It's absolutely hilarious. But guys, we are going to be leaving today's episode there. As always, remember to leave your thoughts and your comments. This episode was a little bit all over the place. To be honest with you guys, I'm on an absolute crap ton of caffeine to get through today's episode, but we're going to be leaving it there. Make sure to leave your thoughts and your comments, and guys, don't forget to come and join us over on Locals as well. If you're interested in supporting the channel, guys, make sure that you check us out over there. You can also find a whole bunch more episodes as well if YouTube isn't your thing. But anyway, guys, make sure that you take care of yourselves. and I'll be seeing you all in the next episode. Peace.